All right. A tense standoff erupted on Wednesday morning after university officials worked quickly to pre-dawn hours to fence in the park and clear the way for demolition crews as a part of their plan to redevelop the site. Once a cradle of the 1960s political protests, the university plans to build housing for more than 1,000 students and some 125 homeless residents in the area. Bryce Smith, a biology and business major at UC Berkeley, was among dozens of demonstrators who bypassed the fence and barricades. They said they are trying to preserve what's left of the park, and construction crews had already cut down the majority of the towering trees. I'm going to stay here until whatever happens, Smith said Wednesday afternoon, sitting atop the ramshackle building at the center of the park. I'm just now willing to let this go away. I'm just not willing to let this go away. Protesters plan to continue their demonstration Wednesday evening nearby UC Berkeley's Sproul Plaza. When the activity began in the wee hours Wednesday morning, about 24 protesters and a handful of homeless people were around the park. They were quickly surrounded by more than 100 police officers standing shoulder to shoulder and decked out in full riot gear. But by early afternoon, law enforcement retreated amid growing pushback from protesters, leaving dozens of people free to pry open apart the barricade. Then cut gas lines and puncture the tires, heavy machinery left behind. Due to the destruction of the construction material, unlawful protest activity, and violence at the universities. Sheesh. So, let's get to it real quick. UC Berkeley stops construction as protesters UC Berkeley stops construction as protesters destroy property. UC Berkeley's attempt to tear down the historic People's Park and build a major student housing project descended into chaos on Wednesday as protesters faced off with police destroyed barricade erected around the park and ransacked pricey construction equipment, reigniting the park's fiery history of activism.